Good evening, YouTube. My name is Edgar Brown, and I want to discuss about why I'm child free, and also discuss why I don't want any children. I'm gonna make this short and sweet. The number one reason I don't want any children is because of the fact that having children would inconvenience the freedoms I have, as far as going to the gym, working out, lifting weights, as far as practicing martial arts, as far as, coming and going as I please, and I feel children will inconvenience that. Another reason is I'm a sexual person, and I love having sex. And I feel if I have a child or children, with a woman, I feel that will inconvenience that. I've heard studies where there are couples who have had this problem as soon as they had children. And it all starts from having that first batch or second batch of kids. It usually interferes with their sex life. And at times couples usually would most likely have sex once or maybe twice a week, if they're lucky. But that's pretty much, whatever. That's the whole point. And another thing is, I wouldn't even want to go out with a woman who has children. First of all, I have no kids of my own. All right? I have no kids of my own. So why in the world would I want to go out with a woman who has children? And I know nothing about parenting. And what kills me, how these women out here that, are looking for a surrogate stepdaddy. Not saying all, but most. And it sickens me because I'm like, how's that fair for the guy who has no kids that you expect him to play a father figure or help you raise your kids? But that'll be for another video. So me being child free is because I love my freedom. Another reason is I don't want to end up being a woman's slave to child support. And I feel that child support is a form of extortion, because you're basically, the courts is basically forcing a person to pay out of their pocket, against their will. So basically it is a form of extortion. So I don't want to end up being some woman's, child support bitch, in court. Okay? And there's women out here that are just flat out devious, or evil. Because it's funny, you have a child with a woman, and then the next thing you know, she starts to change later on as soon as the kid's born. And I don't want that. I like my life the way it is. I'm free. I'm able to come and go as I please. I'm looking for a job. And in my opinion, children are for rich people. Because usually back in the day when I was growing up, I grew up in the 80s and also 90s. Back in the day, people used to be able to afford to raise kids. Middle class people, normal people. Nowadays, the way the economy is, it's insane to even think about raising one. So children are for rich people. And I prefer to stay child free forever. Now, the only way it would change my mind about having children, unless I might end up adopting. But it depends on how much money I have. You got to have money to take care of a child. And there's people out here having kids, having kids they cannot afford. So me, I know I can't afford raising a child. So I would rather remain child free forever. And not just because of the fact I can afford it, but I also know it's going to interfere with my freedom. So subscribe or comment on my video. It's up to you. You can leave positive or negative stuff. That's your business. But I want to remain child free for reasons of freedom and financial reasons. And that's it. So subscribe, leave a comment or whatever. Do what you want to do. But this is how I feel. I feel children are overrated. And I should not have to bring life into this world to have my life to have some kind of meaning. All right? Take care.